Do you want to know what Jesus has done and can do? Do you want to hear his amazing acts of saving, healing, providing, deliverance, and many more? Then join us in our testimony sessions titled as Stories with Jesus over ROG TV Media House. Don't forget to click the like button and also comment and share. And why not share your testimonies with us as well?
Faithful God, that is who you are. That is who you are.
When were you born again? How were you born again? What happened? Where? When? And why? Those are some pertinent questions I know you will always want to get the answer in our Stories with Jesus. Today is another episode. This week is another special week. Welcome to ROG TV, fellow viewers. I'm called the Hebrew Boy. I'm called Johnny Bat. And we happen to be in Boya, precisely at the courtyard of Chariot Hotel. And we are having one of our seasoned colleague in Boya. And since she's a journalist also, we won't be intimidated by her presence, nor are we going to be panicking to fail to ask her to tell us her name. So you're welcome, madam.
Thank you, sir.
Our viewers would like to know you by name.
I'm called FEN CHRISTABEL.
All right, FEN CHRISTABEL.
Yes, sir.
From which tribe?
From Oku.
Oh.
Precisely from the Northwest region.
Oh my God, from Oku, right in the Northwest region. Oku seems to be mountainous, and she finds herself at the foot of Mount Cameroon. So the cold in Boya from the mountain is not a problem to you.
Yes, sir.
All right. Christabel, are you born again?
Yes, sir.
Christabel, have you given your life to Jesus?
Yes, sir.
Christabel, are you a child of God?
Yes, sir. I'm a child of God.
Christabel, do you have eternal life?
Yes, sir.
Wow, she seems to be so confident that she is saved and she has eternal life. But were you born saved? Were you born a child of God? Were you born again?
No, sir.
Okay. So who was Christabel before she became born again? We'd like to know a bit of your ugly past. I know even my camera woman, sorry I didn't introduce her. She's called Yabwa. She's behind the cameras this time around. She's always in front of the cameras, but she's writing another story for us. So who were you before you encountered Jesus?
Well, I was a young lady growing up, you know.
As if you are old.
Of course, I'm older than...
Okay, older than then.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
I was a young lady growing up. I was passionate for the Lord. I loved the things that were pertaining to the Lord. You know, I loved serving Jesus. But I noticed that there was something lacking. In fact, let me say, I was a very staunch Catholic Christian. I grew up in the Catholic Christian. I'm from a Catholic background.
Okay.
I grew up from the Catholic background.
Yeah.
So I was very committed. I used to be a liturgist.
Wow.
I've served in the liturgy department in Catholic Church for 6 years.
Wow.
And I noticed that there was something still lacking. Although I was doing all of those things for the Lord, but there was still something lacking in the inside of me.
All right, I know before we come back to what was lacking, as a devoted Roman Catholic girl, were you aspiring to become a reverend sister? If I may close my eyes before asking that question. No, let me open my eyes. Were you aspiring?
Well, sir.
Okay, yeah, right on.
Yeah, obviously, I cannot really tell, but you know, they knew that I was going to be the charismatic type. You know, in Catholic Church we have what is called the charismatic
movement.
Yes, those were the kind of fire brochures kind of people. So I was that kind of fire brochures type. So they knew I would belong in that department.
Fire brochures. Everything else was were water brochures. All right. Now you say you were lacking something.
Yes, sir.
What is that thing that you were lacking? Oh, before telling us what was actually lacking inside of you, What were some of the sinful practices that Christabel was involved in?
I used to tell lies. I used to tell lies. I used to steal from the house.
Sugar, milk,
Meat,
poverty,
yes, all those things.
money. Mhm.
Yes, I used to steal all those things from the house. I used to do a lot of things. In fact, I was a sinner because there was nothing that was
Good in you.
there was nothing that was good in me because I was not born again. I wasn't born again. So everything, I was a sinner.
Okay.
I was a sinner.
So what was lacking in you? Think somebody wanted to get that thing that was lacking in you.
Yes, sir.
Was it that you lacked somebody to sponsor you to become a reverend sister, or you lacked, the statue because it's like you were very
No, no.